Hello everyone, and welcome to my first ever scrapbooking video. I've been wanting to make one of these for a little while, but processing videos I find a little intimidating, so I thought I'd start with this. And I'm going to share today this mini album that I finished up last weekend, and this album was completely inspired by Stephanie Bryan's recent, she did her project life in a Midori traveler's notebook for September, and I just loved it. I thought it was so awesome. So I thought maybe I would do my project life in that size next year, but I really just didn't want to wait. I wanted to try something. And I stumbled across this woman that was selling these journals made out of these old books, and I just fell in love with it. This was about an inch thick when I bought it, and as you can see just by adding my stuff, it's not an inch thick anymore. I actually ended up having to undo it and rebind it and stitch it and took a few pages out, but I really liked the way it came out. So anyway, I'll get started. The cover is, I think, the last thing that I did, and I just did it really simple with some thickers and a chipboard star. I believe that's Studio Calico. And here is the opening page, and I almost wrote the same thing again, LakeOssipee 2015, but then I decided to go with this. I used this stamp. It's an old Studio Calico stamp, and I used it at the beginning of every day in this album. This album is our vacation that we took at a lake in August, and we take it every year. I go with my sisters and their families, and we're there for a week. So I did a little section for every day, and at the beginning of every day I used, you'll see coming up, this frame stamp. So I decided to use it on this page as well, and then I used this little quote, because when you stop and look around, this life is pretty amazing. I love that quote. And then another little chipboard star. I use these little chipboard stars in different colors and hearts throughout the album. And this is like an opening, page for the lake. Most of this album is leftover pieces from my Scraptastic This Life Noted kits. I use lots of the cards and embellishments from those kits in this album, and this is one from the August kit. So I thought it was perfect for this opening page, and I just used a little star stamp to stamp the days that we were there. And this, I got this from Stephanie Bryan's video, is actually a page that I took out of a Midori Traveler's notebook. It's about the same size. I had to trim it a little bit, and it's the same color. So I just ran it through my typewriter and my sewing machine and then adhered it into the book. And then I used a full photo over here. So this is day one. You see the frame that I was talking about that I used. These are stamps from Scraptastic, as well as this and these stamps, which I used quite a bit from a recent This Life Noted kit. And this is from the print and cuts that you get with their kits. This is an American Craft sticker. Pretty simple. And a couple pictures of my son. Again, more Scraptastic leftover pieces from This Life Noted. This page, I did this a few times throughout this album, where I just stamped a quote. And this is my daughter and my nephew, so I did a quote about cousins. And this is a really old Technique Tuesday stamp that I found in my stash. I don't think I've ever used it. It's probably a good 10 years old, but I really loved it in this album. And another full page photo here with, like I did on that first page, a Scraptastic card and then typed up journaling. And again, this is a 4x6 Scraptastic card and a stamp. And here I did a collage, pretty simple, hand wrote my journaling. This little stamp set is from the Allie Edwards Week in the Life kit from this year. And more of the Scraptastic pieces. I dropped my book yesterday and a couple of the pages bent. And then day 2, day 1, we're only there. We arrived maybe around 5 o'clock, so we're only there for a few hours. So day 2, just to keep it consistent, did similar thing for day 2. This 4x4 card is a Project Life card from a Stampin' Up! Project Life kit. I believe it's called Moments Like This. And it's super cute card. I love the 4x4 size, and then I just paired it with some 2x2 photos on the other side. And another quote and more Scraptastic pieces. This page, these are the print and cut labels from Scraptastic, and what I did is I did my journaling in Photoshop on them, cut them out, and then I stuck them together with a strip of washi tape, and then ran it through my sewing machine and then adhered it onto this page, so it looks like it was stitched right on the page. And more Scraptastic. Another collage. I actually messed up on my stamping, so I stuck those stickers there. And another quote. This is my oldest son, who is in his senior year of high school now. So in this vacation, we were really, cognizant of the fact that these family vacations are probably few and far between with him, and my oldest nephew is the same age, actually. So they're growing up. This paper, I want to say it's Simple Stories, and I found a couple sheets of it in my stash and used it a few times in this album. I just really love it. And used that frame again around that photo of my son. It's a simple page here. Another 4x4 from that Project Life kit. We love our campfires every night. And of course, s'mores. Day 3. I have found this in my stash and have no idea what it is from. This is a Project Life card too. I believe it's from the Heidi Swap September Skies Project Life kit. And these are also Project Life, and I can't remember which ones they're from. This is my little nephew. Came up for the day. This page, I want to say it might be my favorite page in this whole book, and it's super simple, but I just love the black and white with the different colored labels and the gold heart. I don't know, I really love this page. This one I actually messed up on my journaling on this card, so I just did it again on a piece of cardstock and stuck it on, but I actually like the way it turned out, sort of some texture in the book. It's another Project Life card. Another full page of my middle son. And this is a Scraptastic from This Life Noted kit, from the August kit. The August kit was perfect for lake pictures. It was so great. It was a lot of outdoorsy things, and I used a lot of it in my Project Life album, so I didn't have a whole lot left over for this album, but what I had, I used. My nephews and nieces. And again, with that yellow heart paper, I just love, I actually like it cut down that size a little better than the other one. And again, with the journaling, I just printed out my journaling and then put the washi and stitched it. A full page of my daughter and my nephew. And again, super, super simple pages. Day 4. This was the first one that I decided to do a full picture across both pages, and I do it a few more times in this album, and I love, 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 love the way it looks. This is, we rent a boat on this day, and it's kind of the first time we get a good glimpse of the house that we rent every year. We rent the same house every year. And I always get good pictures on the boat. My son. More Project Life cards. This page I really love too. This is, I believe this is a Dear Lizzie transparency. Again, older in my stash. And I put the journaling on, stitched it through, and then adhered it down into this page. And another full page photo. I started really enjoying those. Selfies. I love selfies. My mom actually brought a selfie stick. So cute. This page, this just happened this rainbow. We had a short little rainstorm and this amazing rainbow came, and we've never seen that up there before. It spread across the entire lake. It was awesome. So I didn't put anything on this because I didn't want to take away from the photo. And day 5. It's a Project Life card. And then I did, our neighbors at the lake always take our kids water skiing. So I did a page for each one of my kids skiing. They just love it. My oldest is super good. I'm not sure where this pattern paper is from, but I use it a couple more times. And that's from the Stampin' Up! Moments Like This collection. I think that's the name of it. This one, I ended up doing a full page photo here, so I wanted to start the day over here, and I probably should go back and add something here because it keeps bothering me that it's empty. But this is, I caught the sunrise this morning. And again, I didn't want to add much because I didn't want to take away from the photo. This, we found a rope swing this year. This is new. Our kids are older and we're kind of needing to find different things for them to do. And they had a blast. And then I did a full page photo of the swing. This is before anybody braved it. The water was cold that day. And it was not super hot out, I believe. But they all ended up doing it. It was fun. I'm back on the boat, jumping off the boat. More Project Life. I believe this is from the latest Tidy Swap kit, and I cannot remember the name of it. And again with that yellow heart paper. Caught a sunset on the boat this year. And more boat pictures, more Scraptastic cards. And another quote. Another selfie. And then day 7. Day 7 was our last full day. And I actually hurt my foot in the morning on the dock. And it was in a lot of pain, but we had rented a boat, so I sucked it up, went on the boat, and took pictures of all the kids tubing, which is their favorite thing to do up there. But then I went inside for the rest of the day. And that's where it ends. And then the last day we're there, we just pretty much pack up and leave. So that is it. So I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And thanks for watching my first video. Bye.